Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all you brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. Striving for the whole full leg during all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakakodash Barakatam Akim. Okay. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can. Because once again, this video recorder keeps shutting down. And I noticed that this recording will still record, but it'll knock out the mic. So, again, Lord willing, I'll be able to finish this video. Salakia for not able to go in to the scriptures a little more deeper and to be more, to expound more on the scriptures. I try to do my best, but this is the problem that I'm being faced with over this phone. But I want to go into a dream that I had years ago. It was actually before I came into the truth. And the reason I'm bringing this dream up is because of what we're doing right now. And that there's still going to be people that are going to wake up. In this dream, I was in a room, a perfectly squared up room, and the walls were made of tile, and there was like little windows up on the edge of the ceiling that brought in a little bit of light. And it was just a bed. I was on top of a bed, and the bed was in the center of the room up against the wall. And in front of me, I woke up. I wasn't in the dream. I woke up being in the dream. I was like, I guess in the dream I was laying down, and I woke up while I was in the dream, and I was afraid, and I jumped up against the wall that was behind me, and I was looking at the wall that was in front of me, and then a little girl appeared walking in the wall with her hair down, all black, with her head down, with, like I said, long black hair down and hanging down from her face, her head. And this little girl I would always have dreams of, several other times, and she always represented and always was evil, and always kept trying to restrain me or keep me from doing what it was that I was meant to do. Now that I look back, I know that's what it is, and that's what it was. And in this dream, she had came, and it was just like I said, I was alone in that room. It almost resembled an old school hospital. Setting, the way, the old school hospital had the walls full of tile, real shiny, nice, and I remember, I believe I was praying in the dream because I was afraid, and a door appeared to the right side of me, and a man pulled me out of the room, walked me out, and he was holding my hand, and he shut the door behind me. And he told me, well, before he said anything, I remember seeing, because we walked out of the room and we walked into like a shelter where there was a lot of people laying on cots. They were all asleep. And he was telling me, go wake them up. And I was hesitant, because how like you go wake somebody up, they're you're afraid to startle them, you're afraid of the reaction. Some people get mad, and you don't know what to expect when you disturb somebody in their sleep. So I was hesitant, and then I saw certain people starting to wake up, like take the blankets off themselves, and they were getting up. And that was the end of the dream. And it always stuck with me. It always been on my mind. It's still with me in my mind to this very day. And like I said, this was before I started going out to the highways and the byways, when the Lord answered my prayer. 7 years later in 2008, and finally went out in 2009. And all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and primarily to the brothers that were out there in Dallas, at that time known as Man of Jacob, who were the ones that I was taught under. And being in this time, we're still having to wake up individual people, and that's why I have this scripture here in John 4:34. It says, Yahushua saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. And this doesn't only apply to Yahushua. This also applies to those that are called. Okay? Yahushua told Peter 3 times, lovest thou me? Feed my sheep, feed my lambs, right? Which are his people, the elect. So that's the meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work, and to finish this work, man. What is the work? Preaching, laboring in the faith, sealing up the elect. Say not ye. So this is something that we shouldn't be saying. Therefore are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Right? The Lord never gave us a time frame when he's coming back. He gave us signs. So always, and the reason for that is to always be ready, because it's up to his Father to tell him when he's ready for his Son to come back. You know how everybody has to have a time frame, everybody has to have a season, or the days or weeks and minutes and a schedule. No, that's not the way the Lord has it set up. Not for us to know, at least. So it says, say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then harvest cometh. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. The elect are out there. The elect are already ready to receive this word, this engrafted word, which is able to save their souls. Faith cometh by hearing of the word of the Most High. That's how faith cometh, by hearing of the word of the Most High. Faith cometh by hearing of the word of the Most High, man. That's how you're saved. That's how you're, the truth. Because a teacher, a prophet, a man of the Lord is sent unto you to wake you up. So this is what he's telling us. Lift up your eyes and look on the fields. And that, like I said, when he let me out of that room, when I was in danger, when I was under some type of evil vibration that was haunting me, he took me out and said, go and wake them up, man. And we can't be hesitant. We can't wait for the last minute. We can't wait until when we see everything going bad, then want to decide to pick up the plow. You're supposed to be doing it way before, in advance, to warn them, to prepare them for this time, man. For they are white already to harvest. To harvest something means you're going to reap it. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal. So there's a reward for this, man. A great reward for doing this work. Okay? It says, for both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. So we're all working together as one for the same benefit, the same cause, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're all going to be rewarded the same penny. Okay? Only the elect that have been working, the elect that had never laid down the plow, that didn't give up, that didn't go back into the world. That doesn't apply to you, man. Especially if you ain't sincere, you ain't humble, and you're still doing the same pattern of bullshit. This doesn't apply to you. And Lord willing, we don't know who we are. We don't know if we're the elect. We're just striving and putting on as the hopeful elect, and making our calling and election sure by what? By doing the work. By being obedient. It says, in verse 37, and herein is that saying true, one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap, whereon you bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. And that dream probably came to me, in 2000, anywhere between 2004 to 2006. All right, maybe 2004 to 2007. So a few years later, I was shown this truth, and the elders had already been doing this work. So we entered into their labors. We're all coming into their labors, man. We're all building. And I got this scripture here. This is Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay? So even if this thing happens, what we're witnessing right now, we're still gonna have to preach. We may not be on the highways and the byways like we've been, but we're still gonna be preaching. We may not be on the camera anymore. We may not be able to upload the video or of the witness that we preached unto somebody. Okay? I did, when I first came in, I didn't have a camera for 3 or 4 years. If I'm not mistaken, it was 4 years I didn't have a camera. And that's what I was doing, going out to the highways and the byways preaching that whole time. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is my witness. So I know what it's like to do that. Okay? And maybe a few other brothers. I don't know. But that's how we're going to end up having to go back to. It is not going to stop. All right? And low willing, the elect is all sealed up. We don't know. We don't know yet. But we know that once all the destruction starts coming, the ICBM missiles, we know at that moment that the elect are sealed, man. Because simultaneously, there's going to be a deliverance. Destruction and a deliverance by way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai into the chariots. Into the cloud. So I just wanted to bring that out and show to you, to share with you, some of you brothers, that everything is ready, man. Everything's ready. There's going to be a lot of vessels meet for destruction. There's going to be a lot that are meet for the master's use, and those are the ones we're looking for. Those are the ones that are, it says right here, look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. They're ready. They're ready to be taken. They're ready to be, okay. So with that, shalom.